In this video, I want to talk about my experience installing a on-demand tankless gas water heater by Rheem. Replaced a tank water heater to free up some shop space in here. Um, Home Depot carries this Rheem brand, or at least they did at the time. I ended up buying this one online to save a little bit of money. But what I ran into when I went to Home Depot to get the stuff installed is they actually don't really have them at the time. Didn't have this tank in stock at Home Depot, and they didn't have the stuff you needed to install it. Um, and it's not common stuff, and that's what I want to cover in this video. So the first thing is the exhaust, and turns out air intake. So that is a concentric pipe. So it's a pipe inside of a pipe, and it's, I won't go so far as to say it's proprietary to Rheem, but I think it kind of is. Um, I couldn't find that pipe anywhere in town. So I originally thought I'd be able to put this close to the wall and I'd be able to get some angle and get this to go through the original hole in the ceiling for my original gas hot water heater. Um, but I couldn't. And so, because the angles are super expensive and didn't quite have enough space. So, at any rate, I ended up having to build the standoff so that I could get realigned with the original hole in the ceiling. So, believe it or not, I had to buy those off Amazon. So just be aware that getting a hold of the exhaust tubing could be a challenge, and so and a setback if you're trying to do it in a day. The other thing is the gas inline. So this I don't know what rating is, but at any rate, this one is supposed to have a 3/4 inch gas intake. I don't even have a 3/4 going to, it goes out to my meter. I think that's 1/2 inch. So I have a little conversion here to go 1/2 inch to a 3/4. So I originally thought I'd be able to take the gas line off my original gas water heater and put it to this. Well, the correlated gas pipe, the flexible gas pipe, you get a huge pressure drop with correlated pipe, or they look like this, but small yellow gas lines that are on ovens and whatnot. So you go to Home Depot, you can only get a small one. So in theory, you can get one for an RV. Again, something I couldn't find in town. Um, and so you could get a 3/4, a big, huge correlated one for an RV and go convert it and to go to this. But it still has a pretty big pressure drop. So I ended up having to spend half the day at Home Depot jigsawing a hard line to get to where I needed to go. Um, so that was also a setback. Something to be aware of if you go to install one of these. It does require more gas. So like I said, I'm technically not up to what the manual wanted, but so this is a little bit big for our house. So I don't think we've ever been able to really push to full demand. So those are the two primary things I ran into. Everything else is pretty straightforward. I mean, service valves, and then just my original pipes for the gas water here went up tall, and I just took them. I attempted to do the sweating this by myself, and it was a challenge. So don't fool yourself. YouTube doesn't help you there. It takes real skill. These are just little cheater bites that came in really handy. So I just literally cut it off, and you snap them together, and that. So anyway, it worked out okay for me. But like I said, getting some of the stuff to install it was harder than I thought, and I had to order a bunch of it online. And when you had already pulled the old hot water tank out, so the house didn't have hot water, and that was less than ideal. So just a heads up if you're going to install one of these. Hope that helped. Save you a little time. Like and subscribe.